Hey, what's up, guys? I totally forgot to let y'all know that I am here in Kiehl. Decided to take a quick holiday. I'm running. I'm all out of breath. I'm trying to hurry up and get to the passport control before these waves of people. Sorry, I'm back. So it is middle of January, and I head off to Europe middle of March. So it's going to be cold. I've got a few events to do. Then I go back to the U.S., Las Vegas, and then, sorry about that. So so middle of January, I go to Europe in the middle of March. Then I go back to the U.S. I've got things in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, and Texas. So I need new clothes. And for me and my style, my size, I can't find anything in Bangkok. So I am coming into Malaysia, where I've always found it a lot better. Plus, they have amazing electronics. My laptop is from there. Half my hard drives are from there. I think I might get some more headsets. Plus, I get to eat some of the best Indian food in the world. So here we are. We're here for 2 days, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. People don't realize how big this airport is. So I normally come in over here, but I'm all the way over here. And our flight was actually late about 45 minutes, and part of the reason was because there was actually an air show. So the Royal Thai Air Force was using the airport for practice, so we had no choice, obviously, but to wait a little longer. To come up this long-ass escalator. I don't know who this guy is. Who is he? Namor? Nah, I don't think he's that popular. At Malaysia style, y'all. All right, this is a moment of truth. Hey, these thermal scanners, you're gonna see these more often. It's checking for diseases, especially coming from African nations. Let's see how passport, 20 minutes of travel, we made it. Not too bad, good line. Actually, really no line, it's just two people, wow. So that took literally 2 minutes, and the beauty of travel and carry-on, I don't have to wait for a bag. So I'm gonna go exchange some money, probably like 150, 200 bucks, and I got my card, so I can just swipe my card pretty much anywhere. That's the thing about Malaysia. Malaysia, in my opinion, Kuala Lumpur to be specific, is one of the most modern cities in ASEAN. So I would say Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, and Singapore, but I'd say Malaysia is probably the most progressive when it comes to money, different technology being integrated into the infrastructure here. Yeah, it's an absolutely wonderful city. I love it here. I'm going to show you guys here the best way to get into the city is right here. Is the Kiehl Express, which I always take. Right here, and you can get a round trip ticket for a little cheaper. So if you have a round trip, then you're gonna be good. This is my least favorite part, the customs check, because you have so many Malay who go to places like Bangkok to go shop, and they come back with all of this luggage and all of these things that gotta be checked. So this is probably the longest part getting out of this airport usually. So sometimes you take a late flight and the train is not running. So this is where you get the ticket for the bus, which is just as good. So that is where you come out of customs, right past the Malaysia tourism thing. That over here is the going out, and you just make a right and you come here. So I can't be here while internet. I'm only here for like 2 days, maybe 3. So I'm gonna see what cheap internet they have. But this, so 100 ringgit is $20. So this is about, what, $10? And I'm not gonna use 9 gigabytes in a couple of days. So let's see if they got something way smaller. So again, that only cost me 30 ringgit, which is about $6.50, and it's 3 gigabytes. I probably won't use that. Also, this airport is connected to a pretty decent little mall. Good food court upstairs. And then over here is more shops. And check this out, guys, check this out. Famous Amos cookies. So don't judge me, but I decided to stop at Subway and grab a quick bite to eat. I'm absolutely starving. And probably my favorite sandwich at Subway is the spicy Italian. But this is something I always forget whenever I go to a Muslim country. They don't use pork. So this is actually made with not pork. But it's surprisingly good. So it doesn't really matter where you get the ticket for the train. You can get it right over here, which is actually where the train is. But A lot of people choose to get it inside, and sometimes there's a ridiculous line because everybody wants to get it from the inside. But the best way is to just come on out here and grab it. I've never really stood in line for more than a couple of minutes here. And you just come over here to this counter, and you can get it. It's gonna be, and then you can see the prices right here. It's 55 ringgit for one way, but it's 100 ringgit if you get a round trip ticket. So you get this little card, and this is access your ticket. It's 100 ringgit, which is about 21 US dollars. There and back, it is like 30 minutes is easily the fastest way to get to the city. And even though it's about 4 times more expensive than the bus, it's totally worth it. Okay, it's really simple. You just tap here. That's your proof. And you go down to the platform X. I literally just missed it being lazy. That's what I get. And when they say like on the clock, it's on the dot. So the express train brings you right here to Kiehl Central, which is the central train station. You can get anywhere in the city from here and outside of the city. So here, you also see right there is an escalator up into the mall where you can actually get the rapid transit out of here. But you want to not get confused by these commuters, which are like inner city trains, the commuters. But what you're looking for is this right here. The Rapid Kiehl or the Kiehl monorail system. And yeah, it's Chinese New Year this time. Oh, and I forgot to mention how big of a deal Chinese New Year is here in Malaysia. Because you have to remember that Malaysia is a combination of 3 very distinct cultures. The Malay, the Chinese, and the Indian. And they all celebrate those holidays very fiercely. And it's a Muslim country, which makes it a lot more interesting. So here's a quick look at the monorail system. There are several different services. But if you're a tourist, you're likely going to take the monorail line or the LRT, which is what these guys are looking at. This is the LRT here. Like I want to tell you, look at the LRT. All right, and we are here at Kiehl Central. Now we have to go 2 stops. And just like in London or Budapest or Tokyo, you just go towards Gombak, the direction that you want to go in. And if you're going the other way, maybe put your heights. All right, pretty simple. Guys, just like pretty much every other place in the world. No idea why, but fireworks. So this is a place called Brand Outlet. I just got a pair of shorts and 3 t-shirts for like $20. It's not too bad here actually. Like I said, they say Chinese New Year, seriously. This is for the fellas. I don't know if you guys do this, but proper skincare is very important. I've been totally slacking, but I am here at Kiehl's getting my game back up. Delicious. Yo, why didn't somebody tell me how expensive Kiehl's is? Shit! What about that Chinese New Year life? Oh. So heading out from Kiehl's and down to the main square of Pavilion. And it is people everywhere. Hold on, let me get around these before I flip this camera around. Alright, come on, excuse me. Excuse me, dude. Alright. Alright, there we go. It's over there. Hold on. Yeah, so it's Chinese New Year. And Chinese New Year isn't like US New Year where you get like one day with family and friends and you get one day off. It's basically an entire month of celebration and events. And it's absolutely wonderful to experience it in a country that fully embraces Chinese New Year. And for some reason, I always find myself in the midst of a Chinese New Year celebration kind of every year. And yeah, this year is absolutely no different. And I totally forgot about it this time. So for those of you who've been following me for a while, you guys have seen this street a couple of times, Jalan Alor, the famous street market. Well, not really street market, but street food area. Do a little bit of everything down here. Really cheap dim sum. 8 pizzas for basically $2.50. A little bit of everything. Now I'll walk down before I sit down and grab a bite to eat. Get these touts out here, so
yes, very good.
He always gets these touts trying to get you into the restaurants because the street, this entire side is covered in restaurants. Bacon. Oh, fried durian. The smell, guys. If you ain't never smelled durian, you ain't missing nothing. Mango squeeze. Slow down. It's usually kind of starts around 5-ish. And usually when the sun comes down, this place kind of starts to wake up. You have a little bit of every Malay, you have some Indian, you have Thai, a little bit of everything. All right, guys. So I've decided to grab a bite to eat. Today I didn't really do too much. I got it to the house around 5 p.m. Then got out about 6:15 to run around. Did a little bit of shopping because I know tomorrow's my only real full day here unless I stay an extra day. And I got a few good deals. I'll show you that in a little while. I can just show you now. So here, let's rip this bag open. Hold on, I'm gonna let this sit here. I'm too lazy to hit the damn button again. All right, so I got these pair of shorts. I got 3 t-shirts. It all came up to 100 ringgit, which is $20. Yeah. Then I got Kiehl's. Oh my God, this shit is expensive. I got this little thing from Kiehl's. Just this little thing. It was $14, I think. And then I got this, a pair of shorts. Oh, thank you. These bootleg shorts, these fake Quicksilver shorts. So this guy tried to hit me. As soon as I asked him how much, he goes 70 ringgit. You guys just saw the prices at the big outlet, at the brand outlet place. No way he's 70 ringgit. He kept going down. I hit him with 25 ringgit and we settled on 30 ringgit. They're fake, but they cost me $6.50 and I use them to work out, so I'm perfectly okay with that. The first thing I'm going to eat is a little bit of Chinese tea, which costs 1 ringgit. 1 ringgit is nothing, basically. And one tip, you guys see how busy it is here? How many people it is? Okay, so never sit on this edge here because anybody who wants to run past and grab your bag and then run can. And always put your bag or your purse not on a chair but underneath your seat, your main bag, like stuff like that. I don't care, but like your main bag, always put it under the seat so they have to work to get it. So, all right, we're gonna have some dinner. So here are my first 2 dishes. These are the famous Kiehl roast wings. You order them 3 ringgit each, and they'll split it in half. So basically, I order 4 and have 8 little wings with this spicy like chipotle sauce. Then over here we have your standard sautés. I got beef and I got chicken. They're 1 ringgit each, and then they come with peanut sauce. The final dish, which costs 15 ringgit, is pineapple fried rice. Excuse me. The corn in this is kind of throwing me off. I've never had it, so we'll see.